If you have been wanting to learn how to use iMovie for a while, but you just didn't know how to get started, this video is going to be perfect for you because I'm going to show you how to use iMovie as a complete beginner. Let's jump right into it and get you editing your first video. When you first open up iMovie, this is what you are going to see. iMovie's layout is very beginner friendly. There is nothing extra that you don't need. As you can see, we are in the Projects tab, and this is where you're going to see all the different projects that you will create throughout time. You can see I already have a few here. If you want to create a new project, click here on the plus icon, and then you can choose from two options. You may create a movie, which is what you're going to be using most of the time. This is where you can compile your own videos, photos, and music for it. You also have the option to create a trailer, which is basically a template that iMovie has inside of it. I'm personally not a huge fan of those templates, so we're just going to stick with the movie option of iMovie. But you're welcome to play around with the templates yourself. And your first project is open just like that. You can see here in this main page, you also have the Media tab, which is where you can import all the videos, photos, and audio that you want to be using for editing later down the road. But in my opinion, it's best to do this once you open the new project. So that's exactly what we're going to do. You don't have to worry about this media section at all for now, so let's go ahead and create our first project. Next, what we're going to do is import some videos and audio so we can start editing properly. To import footage, what you want to do is click here on Project Media. You can click on this button that says Import Media, and now you can locate where your footage is. In my case, I have it here on my downloads and in photos. I'm just going to go ahead and select all these clips and audios. You can select multiple clips and files at the same time by pressing first on one of them, then holding Shift on your keyboard. If I click on this one and hold Shift, I'll be able to select them all, and then I can import all, and as you can see, just like that, they have appeared here. Now, with the clips in here, if you hover over each clip, you can see how long they are. The same goes for music. You can also see how long each one of your songs or sounds effects are. You have a timeline on the bottom. The timeline is where you're going to be changing up the order of clips and editing them. You can drag and drop any clip you want on the timeline, and then it's going to appear. I can go ahead, click on this challenge introduction, drag and drop it in here, and now I have a timeline which I can scroll through. I can click anywhere, I can press the space bar, and it's going to start playing my footage. I can start editing my workflow. You can also adjust some settings on the timeline. For example, you can just use the little scale slider here to zoom in or out. Now, if you want to move a video to be after one or another, you can just drag and drop here and the clips will snap into place. So select them, drop down the timeline, and arrange them however you'd like. Now, if you want to make some further adjustments to these clips, there are a couple of things you can do. First one is you can adjust the clip's length by dragging it on the sides and pulling it to one side or the other. For example, if I want to make this clip shorter, I could pull it from the left side and the right side, and I'm just basically trimming the clip to make it shorter. I can either trim it to the playhead or select Arrange and hit Delete. You can switch between different tabs here, so you can have the Media tab, the Audio tab, or the Video tab, or you find the sound effects that iMovie has built in. You have your photos and media here. You can click on the Titles tab where you can find all the different text animations. You have this Backgrounds tab here, which you can select different backgrounds, and with all of these you can just drag and drop them into the timeline. So we will get into using those as we progress through our editing steps. Let's add some audio clips and sound effects to your video project. So how do you actually go about adding audio clips and sound effects? It's easy. You just select the editor that you want and add it to your timeline. If you want to change the original volume, drag it down or up to the exact percentage that you want. You can also add and modify sound effects to your video in the same way. Let's talk a little bit about adding text to your videos. That's something that you're going to want to do in the future, and it's quite simple. Go to the Titles tab and choose one that you like. Drag and drop it over the clip or in between. I can adjust the duration of it by dragging it on either of the sides. You can just double click on the text in your preview panel and change the text to whatever you want. So I'm going to put in the Mars challenge. I can highlight my entire text, change the font, color, and sizing. There are many different options for text templates, so just go with whatever fits your video the best. Let's talk about how to add a B-roll. So let's say I just want to add this clip as a B-roll. If you want to stack clips on top of each other, you can just drag it on top of it. Now it's going to be seen as a priority footage. You can have two layers on top of each other, and whatever is the highest layer is going to be priority in terms of video. There are a variety of different backgrounds that you can use. You have maps, single color, gradients, multicolors, and a variety of other options, even green screen. Backgrounds that are comprised of two colors can be customized to use any two colors you like. The possibilities are almost limitless. I'm going to drop in this simple gradient to go behind this picture. To place a picture in a picture or background, select a clip, range, or background that you want to use as a picture-in-picture clip and drag it above a clip in the timeline. Click the menu of the preview screen on the right and choose Picture-in-Picture. In the viewer, the picture-in-picture clip appears in an inset window on top of the clip it's attached to. To reposition the picture in the picture clip, drag it to a different spot within the preview window or clip, or to a different clip. To apply the change, click the Apply button in the picture-in-picture controls. If you want to apply a transition between two clips, just come here to your Transitions tab. You're going to have all these transitions installed into iMovie, so I'm just going to use this basic fade. You can drag and drop it here between two clips, and now if I play this back, you can see this one clip slowly fade into the other one. They have a bunch of transitions for you to try out in the Transitions tab. I'm just going to add my transitions now. You have a variety of additional editing tools available to you. The cropping option here is very useful. You can choose from 3 different styles. You have the fit, which is going to adjust the clip to match the exact resolution and aspect ratio that you have on your timeline. You have this crop to fill, so you can crop your video to fill up the whole screen. Or you can use the Ken Burns crop for a cinematic look. Next up, you can adjust the speed of your clip with this little speedometer button. You can choose from normal speed, faster, or slower by clicking on an option and choose what speed you want it to be. You may also use a variety of filters for video effects. Now that you have edited your masterpiece and are ready to publish it to YouTube or save it for a lesson, what you do next is export your video. What you want to do is come to the top right corner where it says Share. Click on that and you can now click here on the export file. You can choose the format that you want. Click on Video and Audio and you can choose the resolution you want. You can also choose the kind of quality you want. Choosing between low, medium, high, and the best, for the most part you're going to be fine with high, and in terms of compression you can choose whether you want to export to be faster or of better quality. I usually recommend faster. However, if you have some time to wait, choose better quality and then click on the next and choose where you want the clip to be exported to. In this case, I'm going to choose my desktop. You click on Save and now your video is exporting. Progress right here on the top right corner, and it's also showing you how much time is left for the export. Once that is done, we can go and find a video that we exported and watch it. You can see all the changes that we made in the video there. I hope you found this video valuable and enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.